Hello, my friend. Ever wonder how one shocking moment on live TV can flip a celebrity's world upside down? Let's take a deep dive into the jaw-dropping stories of famous faces who made career-crushing mistakes on talk shows, completely altering their lives. Who are these stars and what exactly happened in those critical moments? Few incidents in live television history are as infamous as Ashlee Simpson's 2004 appearance on Saturday Night Live. This moment not only exposed a widespread industry practice, but also dealt a significant blow to Simpson's budding career. Scheduled to perform 2 songs, her first went smoothly, but disaster struck during her second song when the vocals for Pieces of Me, her earlier performance, unexpectedly played instead of Autobiography. This technical glitch revealed that Simpson had been lip-syncing, a practice frowned upon in live performances, especially on a respected show like SNL. Caught off guard and visibly flustered, her reaction only compounded the embarrassment. Instead of addressing the situation directly, she awkwardly danced before quickly exiting the stage, leaving the audience and viewers confused. In the aftermath, Simpson's attempts to explain the incident only made matters worse. She blamed her band for the mistake, a claim that skeptics found unconvincing and damaging. The repercussions were swift. Simpson, who had been enjoying the success of her debut album, suddenly found her career in freefall. The media and public were unforgiving, viewing the incident as a reflection of the artifice in pop music. Ultimately, her reputation as a live performer was irreparably damaged, and her credibility as an artist came under intense scrutiny.
Asked me these questions, which I didn't know, and they were written questions, and then Elaine's reading her questions.
Sharon Osbourne, a long-standing figure in the entertainment industry, built a reputation for her outspoken nature and no-nonsense attitude. However, this very trait ultimately led to her downfall on the popular daytime talk show, The Talk. The incident in question revolved around a heated discussion about Piers Morgan's comments regarding Meghan Markle. Osbourne found herself defending Morgan, a longtime friend, against accusations of racism. This defense quickly escalated into a tense exchange with co-host Cheryl Underwood. During the live broadcast, Osbourne's attempts to justify Morgan's stance on Markle's mental health claims were met with visible frustration from Underwood. The discussion devolved into a confrontational debate that many viewers found uncomfortable to watch. The fallout from this on-air clash was swift and far-reaching, as social media erupted with discussions about Osbourne's behavior, prompting many to question her stance on racial issues. As the controversy gained momentum, past allegations against Osbourne resurfaced, including accusations of using racial slurs and exhibiting problematic behavior behind the scenes. These claims fueled public outcry and led to an internal investigation by the network. Ultimately, the investigation resulted in Osbourne's departure from The Talk, marking a significant blow to her career and tarnishing her public image. Paula Abdul's rise to fame took off in the most unexpected way during a Los Angeles Lakers game. Her energetic dancing caught the attention of the Jacksons, who gave her her first major break as the choreographer for their Torture music video. This success launched Abdul into the world of music video choreography, where she soon worked with major stars like Janet Jackson. Her talents weren't limited to music. She even choreographed the Jacksons' Victory Tour and crafted the iconic giant keyboard scene in the Tom Hanks film Big. However, Abdul's career took a turn in 2007 during an interview to promote American Idol. Her behavior in the interview, marked by delayed responses and unexpected laughter, led to public speculation about possible substance use. Although Abdul later denied these claims, the interview went viral, cementing an unusual aspect of her public image. The effects of this controversy were felt deeply when, just 2 years later, she left American Idol after a salary dispute. This moment, coupled with her gradual retreat from the spotlight, highlighted how the interview continued to influence her career. adding a complex chapter to her journey in the entertainment industry. Iggy Azalea's career journey is a testament to how quickly fortunes can change in the entertainment industry. The Australian rapper exploded onto the global music scene in 2014 with smash hits like Fancy and her feature on Ariana Grande's Problem. Her unique style and rapid rise made her one of the most talked-about new artists of the year. Riding high on her success, Azalea was invited to perform Fancy on the live finale of Dancing with the Stars, a major opportunity to showcase her talents to a wide television audience. However, the performance didn't go as planned. Azalea stumbled at the beginning of the song, later attributing the mishap to issues with her in-ear monitor. While this single incident wasn't career-ending, it marked the start of a series of setbacks. The mishap on live TV tarnished an otherwise incredible year for the rapper and exposed her to increased scrutiny. Criticism, already brewing due to her adoption of African-American vernacular English and accusations of cultural appropriation, intensified during this time. Further challenges followed. Unspecified issues with her record label delayed the release of new music, slowing her momentum. The combination of public missteps, industry complications, and shifting public opinion caused a decline in Azalea's prominence in the music industry. As of the latest update, Azalea had taken an extended break from music, reflecting the unpredictable nature of fame in the fast-paced world of pop. Her journey highlights how factors like public performances, industry relationships, and cultural debates can dramatically influence an artist's trajectory. Marilyn Monroe, born Norma Jean Mortensen, is now a beloved pop culture icon, but during her lifetime she faced harsh. Alex Pettyfer's rise in the entertainment industry began with great promise. Born into a theatrical family in Stevenage, England, Pettyfer first made his mark through modeling, managed by his mother. His true passion, however, was acting, which he pursued in school plays before transferring to the prestigious Sylvia Young Theatre School in London. His big break came with the British TV series Tom Brown's School Days, followed by his first major film role as Alex Rider in Stormbreaker. Despite his early success, Pettyfer's career took a hit in 2011. During an interview with V-Man magazine, he made scathing comments about Los Angeles, referring to the city as an insidious pool and likening an acting career to imprisonment. These remarks were viewed as highly damaging, especially in Hollywood, where he had been building his career. Along with rumors of difficult on-set behavior, these comments caused a major setback in Pettyfer's career. While he didn't disappear from the industry, the incident tarnished his reputation, slowing the momentum he had worked hard to achieve.
He's processing. He's trying to figure out what he...
Tom Cruise's controversy began with his appearance on The Oprah Winfrey Show, where his bizarre behavior, including jumping on Oprah's couch while professing his love for then-girlfriend Katie Holmes, raised eyebrows and became instant fodder for media scrutiny. While some viewed it as a genuine display of emotion, others found it erratic and unprofessional, setting the stage for further examination of Cruise's public persona. Following this incident, Cruise became embroiled in a public disagreement with actress Brooke Shields. He criticized Shields for her use of antidepressants to treat postpartum depression, advocating instead for vitamins and exercise as alternatives. This stance, rooted in Scientology's skepticism toward psychiatry, faced widespread backlash from medical professionals and the public. The situation escalated during his appearance on The Today Show with Matt Lauer, where Cruise dismissed psychiatry as a pseudoscience in a patronizing tone that many viewers found off-putting. The cumulative effect of these incidents was significant. In 2006, Paramount Pictures, which had maintained a 14-year relationship with Cruise, decided to sever ties with him. This unprecedented move for a star of his caliber signaled a shift in the industry's view on the balance between star power and potential liability. Even Steven Spielberg, a longtime collaborator and friend, publicly criticized Cruise's actions, although their professional relationship continued until 2023.
You've got a nice beard going, and
oh yeah, thank you.
How is that, the beard?
In what way?
In 2009, Joaquin Phoenix found himself in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons during a highly publicized appearance on The Late Show with David Letterman. Sporting an unruly beard and dark sunglasses, Phoenix's behavior was bizarre and unsettling. His responses were mumbled, incoherent, and a far cry from his usual composed demeanor. The audience, as well as Letterman, were caught off guard, leading to widespread speculation about his mental health and potential substance abuse. The fallout from this appearance was swift. The media frenzy painted Phoenix as unstable, and industry insiders quickly distanced themselves. Producers became hesitant to cast him, fearing the negative association. As a result, Phoenix faced a period of receiving less favorable roles as his reputation took a hit. What had been a stellar career was suddenly marked by uncertainty as the actor struggled to shake the label of unpredictability. It wasn't until much later that Phoenix revealed the truth. His erratic behavior had been part of an elaborate performance for his mockumentary, I'm Still Here. Despite the revelation, the damage had already been done, and it took years of strong performances for him to rebuild his career.
Every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that,
No.
you know what I mean?
Kelly Osbourne, daughter of rock legend Ozzy Osbourne and TV personality Sharon Osbourne, experienced a major career stumble during an appearance on The View. The incident occurred amidst then-presidential candidate Donald Trump's controversial remarks about the Latino community. While attempting to criticize Trump's xenophobic rhetoric, Osbourne made a comment that backfired dramatically. She asked, "If you kick every Latino out of this country, then who's going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?" Her attempt to condemn Trump's views unintentionally reinforced harmful stereotypes. The backlash was swift, particularly from the Latino community, who expressed hurt and disappointment at Osbourne's words. What was meant to be a defense of immigrants instead came across as a perpetuation of racial stereotypes, suggesting that Latino workers were primarily seen as domestic laborers. The moment highlighted how discussing sensitive topics in public forums can go terribly wrong, even with good intentions. In response, Osbourne issued a public apology, acknowledging her poor choice of words and clarifying that she did not hold racist views. Despite her efforts to rectify the situation, the damage to her public image was already done. The incident served as a reminder of the complexities and risks of discussing social issues in the public eye. British television personality. Piers Morgan found himself at the center of a career-defining controversy following his reaction to an interview given by Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, and Prince Harry. In this widely watched interview, Markle opened up about her struggles with mental health, including experiencing suicidal thoughts while a member of the British royal family. Instead of responding with empathy, Morgan publicly doubted Markle's claims on his show Good Morning Britain, sparking widespread outrage. His dismissive attitude toward Markle's mental health struggles led to immediate backlash from viewers, mental health advocates, and fellow media figures who criticized his comments as harmful and insensitive. The controversy escalated during a live broadcast when a co-presenter challenged Morgan's statements. In response, Morgan walked off the set, leading to further public outcry. The incident resulted in a flood of complaints to the broadcasting regulator, Ofcom, and ultimately Morgan's resignation from Good Morning Britain. Despite the severe criticism and professional fallout, Morgan has remained unapologetic about his stance, further damaging his public image. His unwillingness to show remorse has left his career prospects uncertain, as the backlash from this incident continues to cast a shadow over his future in broadcasting.
On what's being called a revenge quest to kill any black man who crossed his path, Liam Neeson told a British...
Liam Neeson sparked widespread debate on social media following a candid interview during the promotion of one of his films. Neeson recounted a deeply troubling event from nearly 40 years earlier, when a close friend of his was sexually assaulted by a black man. In his anger and grief, Neeson admitted to harboring racist thoughts and seeking revenge by roaming the streets, hoping to harm a black man. Over time, Neeson came to recognize the dangerous nature of his thoughts and actions, expressing deep remorse for his behavior. Public reactions were divided. Some people labeled Neeson as racist for admitting to such thoughts, while others, including public figures like Trevor Noah and Whoopi Goldberg, praised his openness and ability to reflect on his past mistakes. Neeson's willingness to confront his darkest moments elicited both criticism and understanding, highlighting the complexities of addressing race and personal accountability in the public eye. Although the controversy didn't end Neeson's career, it significantly impacted his public image and how many of his fans perceived him. The incident served as a stark reminder that even the most admired celebrities can have a complex past, and their actions, whether admitted or discovered, can have lasting effects on their reputation and standing in the entertainment industry. Michael Jackson, known worldwide as the King of Pop, experienced a significant career decline following a controversial television interview in 2003. Jackson, who began his musical journey with the Jackson 5 in 1964 and later achieved solo stardom with albums like Off the Wall and Thriller, had an unparalleled influence on music, breaking racial barriers and redefining music videos as an art form. His contributions, including iconic albums like Bad, Dangerous, and History, cemented his status as one of the greatest entertainers in history. However, the 2003 documentary Living with Michael Jackson, featuring an interview conducted by Martin Bashir, sparked controversy. During the interview, Jackson made statements that caused widespread concern, particularly about his personal life. These remarks led to intense public scrutiny and a trial that placed Jackson's reputation under a microscope. Although he was acquitted of all charges, the controversy left a lasting impact on how he was perceived. Despite his acquittal, the allegations and the subsequent media storm irreversibly affected Jackson's life and career. He faced ongoing public scrutiny and financial challenges, which persisted until his untimely death in 2009. While Jackson's extraordinary musical legacy remains intact, the controversies that surrounded him often overshadow his groundbreaking achievements as an artist. His story serves as a reminder of how public perception can dramatically shift, even for the most celebrated figures.
Trump told lie after lie after lie. He never would have gotten away with that if Joe Biden was there.
Bill Maher's words hold immense power, capable of inspiring change or inflicting harm. The renowned comedian and television host learned this lesson the hard way when a controversial remark nearly cost him his career. Known for his sharp wit on shows like Politically Incorrect and Real Time with Bill Maher, he earned a reputation for challenging ideas across the political spectrum, influencing the intersection of politics and entertainment. However, Maher's habit of pushing boundaries led him into trouble in 2017. During an episode of Real Time, while interviewing Senator Ben Sasse, he made a grave mistake by using a highly offensive racial slur in response to Sasse's invitation to work in Nebraska's fields. The backlash was swift and severe, with viewers and public figures condemning his remarks and sparking a broader conversation about the limits of comedy and the responsibilities of public figures. As the controversy escalated, Maher faced significant consequences. Major advertisers distanced themselves from his show, and calls for HBO to cancel Real-Time intensified, putting immense pressure on the network. In an effort to salvage his career, Maher issued a public apology and invited prominent African-American guests onto his show to discuss the incident. While these actions showed a willingness to confront the issue, they couldn't entirely undo the damage to his reputation.
That after 14 weeks of hiatus, Ellen returned to her studio here at Warner Brothers last week.
Ellen DeGeneres, the comedian, actress, and television host, known for her groundbreaking sitcom Ellen and long-running talk show, The Ellen DeGeneres Show, faced significant controversies that impacted her career. Reports surfaced in 2020 alleging a toxic work environment on her show, with staff members describing experiences of intimidation, racism, and unfair treatment. These allegations stood in stark contrast to DeGeneres' public persona of kindness and her catchphrase, "Be kind to one another." The controversy expanded beyond workplace issues, as DeGeneres also faced criticism for her responses to the COVID-19 pandemic lockdowns and her comments regarding the Black Lives Matter movement. These incidents, combined with the workplace allegations, led to a rapid erosion of public trust. Consequently, ratings for her show plummeted, and viewers and advertisers began distancing themselves from the program. In May 2021, DeGeneres announced that her show would conclude after its 19th of the season in 2022. This decision marked the end of an era in daytime television and indicated a major shift in DeGeneres' career. The once beloved host now faced an uncertain future in an industry where she had been a dominant force. Steven Seagal was once a rising star in the action movie world. During the early 1990s, he was invited to host Saturday Night Live, a move that seemed like a natural step to boost his growing popularity. However, Seagal's appearance on the show quickly became infamous. According to SNL cast members, including David Spade, Seagal was difficult to work with and uncooperative, making the preparation and execution of the episode challenging. His performance was so problematic that many have labeled him as one of the worst hosts in the show's history. The fallout from this disastrous hosting gig wasn't immediate, but it slowly became evident over time. While Seagal continued to star in a few more successful action films after his SNL appearance, his career trajectory began to decline. Industry insiders reportedly became hesitant to work with him, and the reputation he built from his SNL behavior may have contributed to his gradual fall from mainstream action stardom. By the late 1990s and early 2000s, Seagal found himself starring in low-budget, direct-to-video action movies that failed to capture the attention of broader audiences. The once promising action star's career had taken a significant downturn, leaving many to wonder if his infamous SNL appearance played a role in his professional struggles. Mel Gibson once held a prominent position in the health and wellness community, gaining fame in 2013 with the launch of her mobile app, The Whole Pantry, and subsequent successful cookbooks. She built her brand on claims that she had managed multiple cancers through healthy living, inspiring thousands with her story. However, her career came crashing down when it was revealed in 2015 that her entire narrative was a fraud. Not only had Gibson fabricated her cancer diagnoses, but she also failed to donate funds to charity, as promised. Under increasing scrutiny, Gibson admitted to the deception, attributing her lies to her troubled upbringing. Despite this confession, the damage was done. Her career and credibility were irreparably damaged, and in 2017, she was fined $410,000 for misleading her followers. Despite facing legal consequences, Gibson continued to deny that she had intentionally misled people. claiming her admission invalidated her previous cancer statements. However, her actions, particularly encouraging people to forego conventional cancer treatments in favor of natural therapies, had already caused lasting harm. Before her downfall, the whole pantry had experienced immense success, with over 200,000 downloads and being named Apple's best food and drink app of 2013. The app's popularity led to a book deal, and even a pre-installation on the Apple Watch. Yet Gibson's fabricated cancer story became her greatest undoing. Her ambitious plans to expand her brand under the whole life collapsed amid the scandal, leaving her once thriving wellness empire in ruins.
Over evil.
Sinéad O'Connor's musical journey began with her debut album, The Lion and the Cobra, in 1987, which established her as a rising star. Her 1990 follow-up, I Do Not Want What I Haven't Got, catapulted her to global stardom, selling over 7 million copies worldwide. The album's lead single, Nothing Compares to You, became an international sensation, earning her the title of Top World Single at the Billboard Music Awards. However, O'Connor's appearance on Saturday Night Live became her most infamous moment. Invited to perform songs from her latest album, she chose to make a bold statement against the Catholic Church. During her performance, she altered the lyrics of Bob Marley's War to address child abuse and tore a photograph of Pope John Paul II into pieces while declaring, "Fight the real enemy." This act was intended to protest alleged abuses within the church. The reaction was immediate and overwhelmingly negative. NBC received thousands of angry calls, and fellow celebrities like Madonna and Joe Pesci publicly condemned her actions. The backlash severely impacted O'Connor's career. Many radio stations refused to play her music, and her albums were boycotted. The controversy overshadowed her musical achievements, and while some viewed her actions as brave, her career never regained its former momentum. Lance Armstrong's journey from celebrated hero to disgraced athlete is one of the most dramatic falls in sports history. Once a symbol of perseverance and excellence, Armstrong became a global icon after overcoming testicular cancer that had spread to his brain and lungs. He then went on to win an unprecedented 7 consecutive Tour de France titles from 1999 to 2005, captivating millions with his triumph over adversity and his dominance in the grueling world of professional cycling. However, his carefully crafted image began to crumble in 2012 when the United States anti-doping agency, USADA, launched an investigation into allegations of long-term doping throughout his career. The investigation culminated in a damning report that revealed a sophisticated doping program orchestrated by Armstrong and his team. As a result, USADA stripped Armstrong of all his competitive results dating back to August 19, 1998, including his 7 Tour de France victories. In January 2013, Armstrong appeared on The Oprah Winfrey Show to confess to using performance-enhancing drugs. While he admitted to doping, he denied coercing teammates or bribing officials, claims met with skepticism by many. The fallout was swift, with major sponsors like Nike severing ties with him, leading to significant financial losses. Beyond the monetary impact, the scandal forever tarnished Armstrong's reputation and his once glowing legacy in the sport he had dominated. Chris Harrison, the longtime host of the hit reality TV series The Bachelor, found himself embroiled in a controversy that eventually led to his departure from the show. The incident occurred during a season already mired in tension due to a contestant's controversial past. When asked about the situation, Harrison attempted to calm the storm by advocating for grace and understanding. His goal seemed to be protecting the show's image and offering a balanced perspective, but his comments were perceived by many viewers as a defense of problematic behavior without fully acknowledging its seriousness. The backlash was swift and intense, with fans and critics accusing Harrison of being too quick to defend the contestant without considering the potential harm caused by her past actions. His remarks were seen by some as insensitive, particularly given the gravity of the situation, and many expressed disappointment with his handling of the matter. Despite Harrison's attempts to clarify his position and explain his intentions, the controversy continued to grow. As pressure mounted from both fans and producers, the situation became untenable. Harrison's efforts to mitigate the fallout proved unsuccessful, and after nearly 2 decades as the face of The Bachelor, he ultimately stepped down from his hosting role, marking a significant shift for the long-running franchise. John Mayer, once considered a rising star destined for legendary status in the music world, saw his reputation take a significant hit following a controversial interview with Playboy magazine in 2010. During the interview, Mayer made offensive comments about his past relationships with Jessica Simpson and Jennifer Aniston and included inappropriate racial remarks. His attempt to be edgy and provocative backfired, not only damaging his own image, but also negatively affecting the reputations of the women involved. The backlash was swift and harsh, with critics attacking Mayer's character and career. Despite issuing a public apology on social media, the damage to Mayer's career was evident. Following the controversy, his musical success began to wane. Since his 2010 collaboration with Taylor Swift on Half of My Heart, none of his singles have reached the top 25 on the U.S. Billboard charts, a stark contrast to his previous chart-topping hits. This decline marked a significant downturn in his career, suggesting that the controversy had a lasting impact on his musical trajectory. What once seemed like a promising future in the music industry dimmed as the controversy continued to overshadow his talent. Though he remains active in music, the fallout from his ill-judged remarks has been a defining moment in his career, altering how both fans and the industry view him.
Paula Deen's video apology wasn't good enough for the Food Network, who officially fired her the other day. And what did you say, nigga?
Paula Deen rose to fame as a beloved Southern chef, known for her comforting recipes and warm, motherly persona. Her journey in the food industry began in 1991 with the opening of the Lady Restaurant in Savannah, followed by the Lady and Sons in 1996, which she ran alongside her sons, Jamie and Bobby. Over the years, her culinary empire expanded to include multiple restaurants across the country, making her a household name in Southern cuisine. As a popular television personality on the Food Network, Deen's star seemed unstoppable. However, her carefully crafted image was shattered in 2013 when she became embroiled in a racism scandal. During a deposition for a lawsuit, Deen admitted to using racial slurs in the past, including the N-word, a revelation that sent shockwaves through her fan base and the wider public. In an attempt to control the damage, Deen appeared on The Today Show, but her defensive and evasive responses only made things worse. Many viewers felt she failed to take full accountability for her actions or express genuine remorse, instead coming across as dismissive of the seriousness of her behavior. The fallout was swift and severe. The Food Network, where Deen had been a staple for years, cut ties with her. Many of her business partnerships and endorsement deals were terminated, and several of her restaurant ventures faced closure or rebranding. Deen's failure to fully acknowledge the harm caused by her past actions led to a significant decline in her public image and career, serving as a cautionary tale about the fragility of fame and the importance of accountability. In our next video, we will feature the best hosts of the century so far. Zach Galifianakis auditioned to become an SNL cast member in 1999. While he didn't make the cut, Galifianakis did land a gig as an SNL writer, though it lasted for only 2 weeks. About a decade after his brief SNL stint, Galifianakis hit the big time with his scene-stealing work in The Hangover. Now in high demand, Galifianakis returned to host SNL 3 times, earning an Emmy nomination in the process. As a host, Galifianakis' signature offbeat awkwardness is on full display, especially during his monologues. I went to my high school reunion not too long ago, and it was very weird because I was homeschooled. SNL has also given Galifianakis a chance to show off his musical talents, playing the piano and channeling his inner little orphan Annie. Few hosts have donned a wider wardrobe of ridiculous costumes, from a dragon to an M&M. You were certainly the recipient of some of my low moments in that 3-hour shift. Christopher Walken's appearances on Saturday Night Live have given us some of the most memorable characters in the show's history. Unlike his usual film roles, SNL allows him to sing, dance, and perform outrageous skits. Walken's unique delivery and comedic timing have made him a standout host. Among his many iconic characters is the Continental, a suave but creepy gentleman, best enjoyed with a nice glass of champagne. Even characters who appeared in only one sketch, like Bruce Dickinson, have achieved legendary status with lines like, "Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell." Another unforgettable character is Colonel Angus, whose name alone brought laughs. Walken's ability to spin the simplest lines into comedic gold and his knack for turning live television mistakes into huge laughs make him an unparalleled host. Paul Rudd. The world knows him as Ant-Man, but on SNL, Paul Rudd's most memorable character is Austin Vogelcheck. Although Austin seems like an average Joe, his family can get a little too close for comfort. Despite the awkwardness of the kissing family sketches, Rudd remains his usual charming and composed self throughout. He's played a loud-mouthed pizza boy, an avid Showtime subscriber, and multiple characters in White Christmas. In 2013, Rudd even reunited with his Anchorman news team. Will Ferrell, Dave Kuchner, and Steve Carell joined Rudd, along with One Direction, for a memorable rendition of Afternoon Delight. Ferrell and Kuchner stuck around to grab a drink with Rudd, Taran Killam, and Kenan Thompson at Chuck E. Cheese. From Austin Vogelcheck to unforgettable musical moments, Paul Rudd's charm and comedic talent make every SNL episode he hosts a delight. Tom Hanks recently graced the cover of a magazine calling him America's Dad, though he humorously noted he would have preferred Sexiest Man Alive. As an Oscar winner, Hanks has hosted Saturday Night Live, SNL, 10 times, with 3 of those episodes airing this century. These recent appearances include some of his most memorable moments, including sketches like Haunted Elevator, which introduced the iconic David S. Pumpkins. Hanks also stood out as an unlikely contestant on Black Jeopardy and made history as the first host of SNL at Home, a nod to his status as one of the first major celebrities diagnosed with COVID-19. His return to the show was a comforting reminder of his ability to bring laughter during challenging times, reinforcing his role as a beloved figure in American comedy. Kristen Wiig, known for her masterful psychological manipulation, spent 7 years as an SNL cast member, earning 4 Emmy nominations. Since leaving, she's returned to host multiple times, adding 2 more Emmy nominations to her resume. Her hosting appearances are not only hilarious but also educational. Who knew Ben Franklin and Vikings were at the first Thanksgiving? Wiig's return to SNL brought back beloved characters like Sue, the surprise lady, whose excitement for a Thanksgiving reunion is uncontrollable. Her ability to bring quirky characters to life continues to delight audiences, making each sketch a memorable experience. Notably, Wiig hosted the finale of Saturday Night Live at home during the pandemic. Her monologue perfectly blended her eccentricity with sincere gratitude, expressing heartfelt appreciation for her mom. She also gave helpful hair tips to those in quarantine, showcasing her versatility and charm. Bill Hader, who joined SNL in 2005 alongside Kristen Wiig, quickly established himself as a comedic force, earning 2 Emmy nominations as a cast member and 2 more as a host. His first hosting stint allowed Hader to fulfill his dream of singing on SNL, with backup from Wiig and Harvey Fierstein, creating a memorable musical moment. During his second time hosting, Hader resurrected classic characters and showcased his versatility. Stefon made a triumphant return to Weekend Update, with Hader once again struggling to conceal his laughter, much to the audience's delight. Hader's knack for celebrity impersonations was also put to effective use, inserting Alan Alda, Al Pacino, and Clint Eastwood into a hilarious Jurassic Park sketch. His ability to bring these iconic figures to life added an extra layer of humor. His ability to breathe life into these iconic characters made him one of SNL's most memorable hosts. John Goodman has hosted SNL 13 times, making him almost feel like an official cast member. Despite an unsuccessful audition to join the cast, Goodman went on to become a frequent host and famously portrayed Linda Tripp during the Clinton Lewinsky scandal. In his 2000 monologue, Goodman candidly addressed his struggles with alcoholism and his absence from the Flintstones in Viva Rock Vegas. He promised to quit drinking after the show, highlighting his personal journey. In 2001, he delivered a spot on Wilford Brimley Impression, but then took a 12-year hiatus from hosting. Goodman's long-awaited return was worth the wait. He shared a duet with Kenan Thompson, a hilarious scene with Kate McKinnon, and brought the laughs as Drunk Uncle, despite being sober since 2007. His ability to blend sincerity with comedy makes him one of SNL's most beloved and memorable hosts. Dwayne Johnson is one of the biggest movie stars on the planet, but back in 2000, he was primarily known as a professional wrestler. Hosting SNL for the first time, Johnson demonstrated real acting and comedic potential, which only became more apparent in the years to come. His self-aware macho persona has been impeccably utilized in memorable sketches, such as the gritty Bambi remake. This tongue-in-cheek humor and larger-than-life presence make him a standout host. Speaking of fake movies we desperately want to see, when is The Rock starring in Gosford Park 2 already? SNL has also provided a platform for one of Johnson's best characters, the Rock Obama. This character humorously combines the calm demeanor of Barack Obama with the physical strength and impulsiveness of The Rock. Could this be foreshadowing a future Rock administration? With his unique blend of humor and charisma, Dwayne Johnson's hosting gigs have left a lasting impact on SNL. Drew Barrymore made history on Saturday Night Live, hosting more times than any other woman. She first hosted in 1982 at the age of 7 and again in 1999 during her 20s. Barrymore has hosted 4 additional times this century, bringing her total to 6 and making her the second woman to host 5 times, cementing her mark on SNL. Barrymore's contributions to SNL include priceless impressions of celebrities like Sharon Osbourne and fellow child star Abigail Breslin. Her approval of Chloe Fineman's impression of her adds another layer to her legacy on the show. Beyond impersonations, Barrymore's vocal talents have brought to life original characters like Barbara Hernandez, showcasing her versatility. From her early days in E.T. to her iconic moments on SNL, Barrymore's journey has been remarkable. Her ability to evolve and adapt in the entertainment industry is evident, making her a beloved figure in comedy and beyond. As of 2020, Alec Baldwin holds the record for hosting Saturday Night Live more times than anyone else, with 17 appearances to his name. Despite the hype around this record, Baldwin remains humble, stating, "It's not a competition, because if it was, I've won." Baldwin has celebrated his milestone by reminiscing about his extensive SNL career. Although he has visibly aged since his first appearance in 1990, he has only refined his comedic craft over the years. From memorable characters like the Sweaty Peach Sweaty to a Christmas-themed twist on his Glengarry Glen Ross persona, and even rocking out as the fourth Jonas brother, Baldwin has delivered countless iconic moments. His Emmy-winning portrayal of Donald Trump has further cemented his SNL legacy, proving that even if you disregard his numerous hosting gigs, Baldwin's impact on the show is undeniable. Tina Fey, shortly after becoming the show's first female head writer, began appearing in front of the camera as an SNL regular. When she returned to host in 2008, it was as if she had never left. While Fey was best known for Weekend Update during her years as a cast member, hosting allowed her to truly cut loose. She portrayed characters like a teacher infatuated with Justin Bieber and a would-be Mean Girls cast member. Fey's sporadic cameos as Sarah Palin have only added to her SNL legacy. Her line, "Mean Girls, the musical is going to be fetch," highlights her comedic talent. There's only one thing better than Fey hosting alone. Fey hosting with her old Weekend Update co-anchor, Amy Poehler. Their chemistry is undeniable, and they've shared many memorable moments, including finishing each other's sentences in a hilarious fashion. Will Ferrell is arguably the MVP of SNL, breathing new life into the struggling sketch series during his tenure. When he left in 2002, he was deeply missed, but his return as a member of the Five Timers Club brought joy to fans. even a head injury during a quick change, where Farrell humorously claimed to forget his entire SNL tenure couldn't overshadow his unforgettable moments. Hosting has allowed Farrell to revisit some of his best impressions, including his iconic portrayal of Alex Trebek on Celebrity Jeopardy! And his spot on impersonation of George W. Bush, which he revived in 2018 to address the nation with his unique comedic flair. His performances, whether revisiting beloved characters or creating new comedic gems, have cemented his status as one of SNL's most cherished hosts, ensuring his legacy in the annals of Saturday Night Live history. Melissa McCarthy has appeared on SNL so many times that it's easy to forget she was never a regular cast member. She's hosted 5 times and has repeatedly portrayed former White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer, a role that became iconic. Every time she's hosted, McCarthy has been nominated for a Guest Acting Emmy, winning once in 2017. Her portrayal of Spicer arguably earned her that Emmy win, but it's far from her only memorable contribution. Like in her film roles, McCarthy throws herself into every sketch with unmatched enthusiasm. Her powerful line delivery, physical comedy expertise, and willingness to go all out make her a natural fit for the SNL stage. One of her standout sketches, Supermarket Spree, was unfortunately cut for time. Nevertheless, McCarthy's performances are always a highlight, showcasing her ability to blend sharp wit with physical comedy, making her one of SNL's most beloved hosts. Steve Martin might very well be the best host in SNL history. While he has hosted 15 times overall, only 2 of those episodes aired in the past 20 years, which is why he's not even higher on this list. However, in both appearances, Martin reminded audiences why he's one of the all-time greats. In 2006, Martin opened the show by defending his hosting title from Alec Baldwin, humorously lamenting Baldwin's imminent tie with his record. Despite getting thrown out a window in the sketch, Martin's comedic genius shone through. Baldwin would eventually surpass Martin's record, but Martin's legendary status remained untarnished. Martin's blend of class, sarcasm, and impeccable timing makes him a tough act to follow. Whether it's his sharp wit or his comedic precision, Martin always leaves a lasting impression. Our one Christmas wish is for Steve Martin to host SNL again soon, showcasing the timeless humor that only he can deliver. Emma Stone embodies the bold and fearless spirit that has made her an Oscar-winning actress and a beloved SNL host. Married to SNL segment director Dave McCary since 2020, Stone has hosted the show 4 times over the past decade, leaving an indelible mark each time. Her connection to SNL is personal and profound, making her appearances all the more special. The SNL writers have cleverly drawn from the movies that catapulted Stone to fame, such as Superbad and The Amazing Spider-Man. They've also showcased her musical talents in memorable sketches like I Broke My Arm and The Christmas Candle. Whether she's revisiting iconic film roles or displaying her singing abilities, Stone's versatility shines through. One of her most notable sketches, The Actress, features Stone as a struggling performer. Stone's commitment and comedic timing make her a standout host, delivering unforgettable moments and proving her exceptional range. After Justin Timberlake went solo, many critics struggled to see past his boy band days. However, his appearances on Saturday Night Live won them over. As he worked his way into the Five Timers Club, Timberlake proved he could not only sing but also deliver laughs, developing unforgettable characters like the dancing mascot and Peg from Target. Timberlake's collaboration with Andy Samberg solidified his status as an SNL star. What started as a song about a naughty Christmas present inspired a trilogy about motherly love and the golden rule of three. These sketches became iconic, showcasing Timberlake's comedic talent. Timberlake has won 4 Emmys for his work on SNL, 2 of which were for guest acting. His ability to make audiences laugh and his charismatic performances have cemented his place in SNL history. Ryan Gosling, best known for his dramatic roles, has also showcased strong comedic chops in Lars and the Real Girl, The Nice Guys, and his 2 stints hosting SNL. Gosling is also a gifted singer and musician. His SNL appearances highlighted his comedic talents, from playing a man obsessed with the papyrus font to an adult who still firmly believes in Santa Claus. His ability to dive deep into these quirky characters adds a unique layer of humor, making each performance memorable. Despite his usual cool, straight-faced demeanor, Gosling couldn't help but crack up during the infamous Close Encounter sketch, proving that even the most composed actors can have moments of uncontrollable laughter. If anyone can make character breaking look effortlessly cool, it's Gosling. His genuine reactions and impeccable comedic timing have solidified his place as one of the most versatile and entertaining SNL hosts in recent memory. Dave Chappelle's return to the comedy scene after a lengthy absence culminated in an Emmy-winning SNL guest spot. This episode aired the Saturday after Donald Trump won the 2016 United States presidential election. Chappelle brought back several characters from his show and delivered a poignant monologue, making audiences laugh and think with his commentary on Black Lives Matter. The election night sketch with Chris Rock perfectly captured the moment, blending humor with sharp social commentary. 4 years later, Chappelle returned to SNL on the same Saturday that many outlets declared Joe Biden had defeated Trump in the 2020 election. Once again, Chappelle delivered clever insights on politics, COVID-19, race relations, and the state of America, providing the audience with exactly what they needed. He reminded everyone of the ongoing division in the country, urging people to remember the emotions from both elections. Adam Driver, many assume Driver hates red carpet events, and while it's true, it's only because he feels he's terrible at smiling. Despite this, he has shown his versatility beyond red carpets, especially on Saturday Night Live. In the Career Day sketch, Driver was unrecognizable beneath the decrepit makeup, devious voice, and domineering demeanor. His performance was so convincing that if you didn't know he was hosting, you might not recognize him. Unlike many SNL hosts who play versions of themselves, Driver fully embodies each role, whether it's a frustrated science professor, a Southern cheerleader coach, or a medieval times actor taking his job too seriously. Driver is best known for his portrayal of Kylo Ren in the Star Wars saga. His involvement in the Undercover Boss, Starkiller-based sketch remains one of the best Star Wars parodies ever. It's a testament to his range and commitment as an actor. Hosting SNL is surreal for John Mulaney, who once wrote monologues for the hosts. Although never a cast member, Mulaney served as a writer on SNL for 4 years, making significant contributions to Weekend Update and co-creating the beloved character Stefan with Bill Hader. Since leaving SNL, Mulaney has returned to host 4 times, earning a Guest Acting Emmy nomination in 2019. Mulaney typically kicks off his SNL hosting gigs with stand-up, his area of expertise. His sharp wit and keen observations make even the most mundane topics hilarious. When he hosted for the first time in 2018, Mulaney seized the opportunity to revive an old sketch from his writing days. Diner Lobster, a bizarre musical sketch, became an unexpected fan favorite, inspiring more Broadway parodies. These inventive sketches have taken Mulaney to various quirky locations, including a bodega bathroom, the airport, and a souvenir shop fitting room.
Thank you for watching my video. There are many other interesting things in the next videos. Please look forward to it. Thank you and goodbye.